Jace Legette from Gridiron Football here with Coach Randell Legette from Live Oak, entering year number 1, just finished his first spring with the Eagles. So I thought it was a really good spring game, a lot of big plays from both sides of the ball. Coach, how do you assess spring number 1 in the books?
Yeah, I thought we came out with a lot of energy and effort today. The reason we set this scrimmage up today was really to throw the kids in the fire. We had the referees out here. We had the fans in the stands. Everything was like a real game environment, and it gave us an opportunity to get some of those kinks out going into the spring game versus Bruley next week.
Yeah, and this will be the second straight year, I know for sure, for the spring game against Bruley. But just based on the competition here today, it must be a good situation coming in, knowing that the team is young, but there's a lot of really good young talent on this team.
Yes, it is. Our sophomore class and our junior class are really talented, but the seniors are a good group of core guys that have bought into what we've done in the off season and really took on that leadership role. So we're excited, and then we have an up and coming freshman that's going to be something to watch as well. So it's definitely some excitement brewing in the air. We just got to continue to work hard and put that stuff together so we can get some W's in that column.
I know you mentioned the freshman Calvin Urson, and looking at him, he does not look a typical ninth grader coming up. Just what have you seen? I know he made some plays not only on offense but on defense. How special is this young man?
He's special. He is, and it's not. Everybody sees the skill set, obviously, and his ability to make plays. But if you watch him throughout the week, he has a mature mindset about how he carries himself day in and day out.
Well, you want really good competition at the quarterback position. I know Kingston Johnson went to our elite camp earlier at East Ascension, and he looked really good. But it looks like there's some pretty good competition at that quarterback spot.
Yes, it is. Kingston is a great kid, talented young man, and Kenny Jones is coming back. Excuse me. From last year with a whole lot of experience, varsity reps wise. So it's been good to see those guys battle. Caden Jones is like a Swiss Army knife, man. He's playing running back, quarterback. He's in the secondary. And Kingston has really done a good job of his developmental process. And we've just been, letting those guys battle it out. And we're looking forward to the season with both of those guys running the helm.
Yeah, absolutely. I know Kingston was one of our top performers at our camp and had a really good showing for us earlier in the year. But talk about some guys to you, Coach, that maybe haven't really stand out to the fans yet, or just some names of guys that you've been impressed with this spring.
Our two defensive ends, Jacob Coward and Gabe Harvey, are really talented guys. They bring a lot of energy and effort no matter what they do. A linebacker, Wyatt Tynes, he is a leader. If his leadership was in the dictionary, his face would be right next to it. He's just a great kid that we love to have. And then, we have a senior offensive lineman, Garrett Zachary, very, very smart kid. He has like a 4.0, 4.1 or something of that nature. So when you got guys like that that are returning starters, it helps set the foundation for the culture moving forward.
Just really more of an instant reaction, because I know you and the coach is going to dissect the film really from today, but just instant reaction. What's just your overall thoughts from today? What stood out to you when you think y'all can improve on just based on today?
It's the little details. And again, that's why I wanted them to experience that, because you can practice, but you really don't get that true that true experience as far as being in the game is concerned until you actually do it. So I wanted to be one step ahead of the game and give these guys an opportunity to get all those kinks out, and I think we did that today.
And Coach, I know you're just entering your number 1. I know you spent over 10 years at St. Thomas Aquinas. That cover you a whole lot over there in the Falcons when you're over there. But just talk about how the community has really accepted you, and just the administration and just the program in general.
Oh, they've been great. I love this place. This place is awesome. They're great, man. Everything that you can ever imagine as a head coach is at your disposal. The way the class schedule is set up, the resources at hand, the community in general has really embraced me and my family, and it's been awesome. I can't complain not one bit. It really has. The administration, Miss Jones is a great principal, a great leader, and our assistants as well. So the administration is awesome. I wouldn't want to be at any other place.
And in your number one, Coach, what do you feel like are the goals for you for your program in your number one?
Want me to be completely honest with you? No, the goal is really to be task oriented, man. To check off the box and do our job on a daily basis. If you work hard and you do your job, good things are going to happen. You know what I mean? You can look at anybody that's successful and look at the foundation of which they started, and being task oriented, not worrying about everything around you, not worrying about the past, not worrying about the future, worrying about that one specific player, that one specific rep, and then the chips fall where they may.
Absolutely, Coach. 2 more questions to wrap up. I know you need to wrap up everything, so I appreciate your time, Coach. So give a shout out to some of your assistant coaches, the coaching staff that you assembled together.
Yes, Cash Littlefield, man, is again like a Swiss Army knife. He does everything for me. He's a great guy. He's our DC assistant head coach, and he's a strength coach as well. So, man, he's really picked up the role as strength coach and assistant head coach, and is really doing a great job. Sal DC is another assistant head coach that we have, and David Maryland. It's been good to have him and his offensive mind be here. So, I mean, these guys on my staff, again, I wouldn't want to have any other guys on my staff. It's great staff to have because they're great people. Mm-hmm. They really are. They're great people. Down to Tommy Bestweather, one of my favorites, man. He's a former Marine. He has that edge, and he understands how to lead and how to work with others, and I love him for that. I don't want to leave out my guys. Offensive line, Brian Morris. Mm-hmm. He's been doing a great job with the offensive line this offseason. Don Moon, our linebackers coach. Stephon Henderson is in the secondary. KC, he's doing great things too. That back end secondary, they bring a lot of energy every day, and the kids are feeding off of it. So we're doing great things as a staff. We work well together. EJ Guidry, he's a receivers coach, and then Grant Richardson as well. So I hope I'm not leaving out anybody, but those are my dudes, man. I couldn't do the things I need to do on a daily basis if it wasn't for them.
For sure, it takes a village, right, in order to get this going. And then finally, Coach, my last question, just for the fans that are maybe unfamiliar with your style of play and just the brand of football that you bring to the table, what should Eagle fans expect? What kind of football team that'll be showing up Friday nights in the fall?
To be physical and gritty on defense, guys flying around getting to the ball, all right, and offense just taking a perspective of taking what the defense has given us, executing on third downs and in the red zone. You know, you got to be able to run the football no matter what level you're at. So that's our mentality, and that's the things we've been working towards, and we're going to continue to do that.
Well, Coach, I appreciate your time as always. Thanks for the talk, and make sure to support the Live Oak Eagles. Coach Randell Legette is going to do an excellent job with this program. So for all of our Gridiron Football Spring Tours, we're kind of making all of our stops right now. Make sure to go to our website, gridironfootballusa.com.